Sorry I can't be in Elkhart. I would love to be there in person and help you celebrate this big birthday. Been thinking a lot, especially about some great times we had when we were kids. And one particular memory kind of sticks out. And it happened back in 1953. Mulberry was just a wonderful place to grow up. You know, it's only a short piece of Route 28, less than a half a mile. At one end it started with our cousins, Tim and Paul and Miriam, and Cliff and Naoma. And then across the street, close by, was our grade school where we would walk to every day. And I think that particular year, I think you were in the 7th grade in a classroom that was for both the 7th and 8th grade. And Mom was my teacher in the 3rd grade. In the center of town was our grandmother's house. She ran a boarding house with Grandpa Court, and our good buddy George was there. And there, I think the Morrows lived there, and Aunt Kitty lived there. And I think in this particular year, I think Dick and Edna were staying there while Dick was building the house over on Pleasant Hill Road. David, probably, I don't know if he was born, probably was a 2-year-old or something like that there in Mulberry. And then to the left was Cruthop's store. It was a great place to hang out. Mary Cruthop and Fred Cruthop, they were very great, fun people. And then across the street was Dan England's filling station, gas station. And they had 2 horseshoe pits, and the old men would pitch horseshoes all day long. Then down the street a little bit was the town hall, and we would walk up to that point, carrying a bucket, fill it with the pump, the local town pump with well water, and take it back for drinking. At the far end of the town would be our other grandparents, who also lived with Aunt Beulah. And next door to that was the church, which was our center of much of our life. And behind the church was our house. And but my favorite part of this memory was what happened behind the house, behind the garden, and halfway down the hill to the creek. Jack was always building something, always doing something, and he built us 3 shacks, which we'll call clubhouses. The first one was just a big 6x8 platform that we put over top of a hole we had dug, and we filled the hole with leaves, and that was our first clubhouse. And then we put, for a second, we put walls up on top of that with the door and some windows and a roof. And that was a big improvement. But we really went all out on the major clubhouse. And we basically took, I think it was an old rabbit hutch that kind of had 3 sides to it. But anyway, we renovated it, and it was pretty neat. We put a big 4x8 thing to cover to make a huge window on the downside that you could raise this window up and you could see out. The clubhouse had 2 rooms. And we built a porch. There's a big flagpole. It had the flag of Hooten and Holler. That was stuck on us for the club. And I think we used that for a lot there. And it just had a fabulous view. When you opened this window, you could see down the hill the rest of the thing all the way to the creek. And you could see Arnold's cows come down, go under the bridge in the creek and out to Orchard Lake. And that was kind of the center of a lot of cowboys and Indians and all that kind of games that we played down there with the neighborhood kids as that would join us as well. So anyway, the bottom line is just I want to give you thank you for being what a great big brother for all these years. The memories, and I just hope that your celebration and your 80th year is a wonderful and productive and enjoyable and healthful year. So happy birthday. Talk to you soon.